This is the plaintiff, Edward LaFontant. He says he's a DJ, and he sold 25 tickets to an event the defendant was having, and the guy is stiffing him out of his commission. He kept up his end of the bargain. The defendant must keep up his. That's why he's suing him for the $625 he's due. This is the defendant, Matthew Tyre. He says he wasn't the one who hired the defendant, and he doesn't work for the club where the event was held. He's an honest person and wouldn't hesitate to pay him if he owed him any commission money, but he doesn't. The club does. So the guy has to take it up with them. He's accused of dancing around an issue.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff is a DJ who sold 25 tickets to the defendant's event and got stiffed. But the defendant says he didn't hire the guy, so it's not his problem. It's the case of forget dead mouse, he's a dead rat.
Thank you, Douglas. Edward LaFontant, you are suing Matthew Tyre for $625, $500 of it pain and suffering, and $125 commission you say he owes you. Talk to me.
All right. On July 20th, that was the first time I got into contact with Matthew. I was tagged in an Instagram post for an event at Webster Hall that he said he was looking for a DJ. So I've always wanted to play at Webster Hall. And I mean, I've played there before, but I've never played, above the main floor or anywhere around there. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Webster Hall is what?
It's a nightclub.
It's a nightclub. All right. Where's this nightclub?
New York City.
Okay, well,
The Village.
All right, shows how much I know. All right, and what was the deal that you struck with him? You were going to get paid what?
Okay, we met in New York City, across the street from Webster Hall. We discussed the terms of the contract.
And what were the terms of the contract?
The minimum amount of tickets that were supposed to be sold in order for me to perform was 25.
By you?
Yes.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the way this works is you put, which is very lucrative for you guys, I guess. You know that playing at Webster Hall is something the DJs want to do.
Right.
So what do? You put out a curtain call for the DJs and you say to them, if you sell 25 tickets, we'll let you play.
Well, it's more than 25. The minimum is 25.
Minimum's 25,
Right.
but okay, well,
But
if you sell at
that's
least
pretty much
25
standard
tickets,
for all DJs.
we will let you play.
Right.
Otherwise, they don't get to play for free for Webster Hall.
They just won't be asked to play again.
But they get to play, even if they don't sell 25?
Yeah. What I was doing was hosting kind of like an artist showcase on the balcony of the venue. I happened to get the in from the resident DJ over there who told me that he was looking for DJs. If you can find DJs, I run an electronic music brand, and what we do is we try to promote new parties and music in the area.
What were you getting out of this? You were hired by whom?
I wasn't hired. What I get out of this is like kind of publicity for my brand. I don't get paid from this.
Was there a contract?
No.
You say yes and you say no.
What?
I meant a written contract.
Yes. He sent me an email with the contract. And
Well, it was a deal memo. It was kind of the
Okay,
guidelines.
can I see the deal memo?
Yeah. Here you go. The notes on the contract, I just did that.
I got it, don't worry. It says, we agreed in our first meeting that you would keep $5 commission off each ticket. So there's no dispute about that, right? All right, so what happens? You end up selling 25 tickets, and then what happens?
August 1st comes, and we go to a restaurant. I don't know why we had to go into this restaurant instead of going to the actual place where we performed, Webster Hall. But we went to a restaurant, and I counted my money flat out right on the table more than once. My friend that was with me saw me do it. And I handed my money to Matthew. And then I told him
How much money did he hand you?
$675.
$675?
I didn't count it, Your Honor. What I did was I had envelopes ready for each DJ that I gave to them, and they handed it to the people who did the cash out.
What's a cash out?
It's basically where the club has people that works for them cash out all the promoters. We were also sitting with them at the restaurant.
What does cash out all the promoters mean? I thought you said you weren't getting paid.
Right, the ticket sales.
That's
people
all you
have
meant?
to bring in their
Okay.
ticket sales, yeah.
All right, and then So what happens? He hands you the money, and then what happened?
I handed him the money, then he handed the other guy the money.
Okay,
So
and what happened?
I'm there waiting for them to,
To what? Hand you money back?
My commission. That's
You
how,
had not skimmed your commission off the top because you wrote it. Like you had not said to him, okay, here's 625, so I need my 100.
Can I
Just a second. You had not taken your 675 and then, figured out, okay, I'm owed 125 and then just given them the 500 and whatever?
No, I didn't do that because it makes sense for if I sold 10 $30 tickets and 15 $25 tickets,
Doesn't matter. You're getting $5 a ticket. Everybody knows what the math is at the time of the envelope. Everyone knows. You know you wrote 125. So how come you don't verbalize when you're handing the envelope? Okay, listen, but my commission's still in there, and I need whatever.
I said that.
Who did you say that to?
Matthew.
And what did Matthew say and do?
Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. And then as I was waiting for them to figure out their recounting, the manager of the bar, the manager of the restaurant told me to, can you please wait outside if you're not going to buy anything? I'm not going to buy anything if I haven't received my commission. So I went outside and waited for them to finish doing what they're doing, recounting. And then Matthew comes out, and then he's telling me, looking at me as if I already had the money, trying to see if I took the money already. And then he asked me to empty my pockets. And I was like, okay, opened my wallet. All I had was the money to get to New York and survive the night, get home. And
why couldn't you guys just count it and figure out, if there's a problem with a balance, you'll come up heavy so if you're counting it, why couldn't you guys figure out
the people that were working for the club didn't want to do a recount because the doors were about to open in 15 minutes, and for them to do that, they would have to recount all the other people they cashed out previously before us.
Why? I thought there were envelopes for everybody.
Right, but they took it out the envelope and they put it into the club money.
You think it's his fault because he didn't take it out?
No, I think he made a mistake, but I don't think I should be paying for it. I think he should contact the club, and I've tried to get him in contact with the club until Edwards sent me an email saying, do not contact me unless you were going to pay me my money directly, and then which I stopped contacting him.
So can you have a contract in an email form?
I feel like you can have a contract in an email form as long as there is an agreement on both ends, then it's a contract.
What do you think?
Yep, if they both agree to it and they reply.
What do you think, Clown?
Of course, it could go through. I've done it a couple of times with the clowning, and as long as it's all going through and you both agree to the contract, whatever they say, it's good.
Sound. Going inside the courtroom.
Did you ever call the resident DJ or call the club and try to get your money from them?
I emailed him on Facebook, and then we talked about it.
And what did he say?
He said he's never met me. He doesn't know who I am. I have to talk to him. So everybody's pointing
Everybody's
fingers.
going like this.
And that's exactly what happens.
You know what the problem is, right? These people aren't accountants. They weren't meticulous about what money went where. Who knows if somebody's skimming something before they hand it to the club? There is no accurate accounting of how much money they took in that night. That's really what's going on. This industry is famous for this. But here's a problem. You're out. You're definitely out. And it's completely unfair. Word of the wise, stand there, and when you're handing the money, say, all right, here's the money. Here's how many tickets I sold. Here's the return of the other tickets I didn't sell. My math says I'm owed 125. I'm taking the 125. Everybody cool? That's how you do it. But it doesn't matter if you didn't do it that way. You're still entitled to be paid what people agreed that you're going to be paid. There's the rub. What people agreed. You're saying, I never dealt with that other guy. I dealt with him, and he should have to pay me. But then you present me with the memo of understanding, and the memo of understanding is a DJ sub-promoter memorandum. And it comes from whom? The entire legal premise of your arrangement with them to DJ that night. By the way, did he DJ?
Yes,
Right.
for longer than expected because of the issue. I felt bad, and I let him play for a whole hour when he was entitled to 30 minutes.
Okay.
He was not there throughout the whole performance, so he wouldn't know.
I don't know. Did you play?
Yes.
Was it fun?
I have a text message saying he
stop.
did.
Everybody stop. This is from whom? From him?
He sent that to me through
I know
email.
he sent that to you. Who authored the agreement you agreed to? The answer, I know you don't want me to say it, but it's the resident DJ, right? So here's what's going on. You have to sue the right person. You're entitled to your money. And there is no contradicting evidence to to the, I mean, you don't have evidence he stole your money. You know that everybody's, like the guys are there from the club to get paid. And the only way you can sue him is if you were working for just him. If he's a disclosed agent of another entity, then it's like I sell you a product at Macy's and the product turns out to be defective, so you sue me, the salesperson at Macy's. That's not how it works. If you don't know I'm working for Macy's, if I meet you in an alleyway and I sell you, so then yeah, you can sue me. But you have a completely disclosed agency where you know, because your entire legal parameters all come from this guy, the resident DJ. He's the guy calling the shots of how this works. So based on what I'm listening to, you are suing the wrong guy. Because you know from Jump Street that your agreement and that the money is not going into his pocket, that it's with Webster Hall's resident DJ. Right now, walk to the courthouse and sue Webster Hall's resident DJ.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And you're going to be a witness that he handed you an envelope. Do you remember how much he handed you? Did you take notes of what was being handed over and the amounts and everything else? Do you know it was $675?
No.
You're not a very good promoter.
I'm not a promoter.
Or he's an excellent
promoter. I run an advertising company.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so we got the DJ out here. What's your feeling on this outcome here?
I'm kind of glad that we got that straightened out. I mean, I'm going straight to the court and going to sue the resident DJ of Webster Hall, of course. I have to get the money. Me as an artist, I have to protect my business.
Right.
An artist has their own business, and
Well, it's the right thing to do. You may not be working there anymore.
I don't care. I have so many other places I could DJ.
You're a big time DJ.
I'd like to think so.
Well, let's hear the DJ voice. Give us a little like.
Oh, man.
Go, come on, go.
I can't think.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey,
How's it going?
all right. What are you doing?
I was Snapchatting you. You're gonna be famous.
Yeah.
You already are famous.
Right, so,
Isn't that awesome?
Are you going to be?
No, man.
Anything else? Any other gems?
I do a lot, man. I'm a man of many talents.
Okay, Harvey.
Okay, I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but it is important in deals like this to know who makes the payments to you and who is responsible. Now we'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.